The people, good night everyone. Welcome to the Sports Frenzy podcast. And I'm your boy Levon as always. And we're here tonight to discuss Jamaica football. Tapa finally, when I say finally, I mean finally gotten a win with Jamaica national team. A lot of people are happy, some are still disappointed because some people wanted Jamaica to lose, so Tapa could just simply get the fire, right? But with him now getting this win, I really wonder what is in the pipeline for him now. Do they continue with him or do they just get rid of him? And this lead me back to things that I was thinking initially from the get-go when I was saying that from these three games that we had against Canada, USA, and Honduras, I spoke about it and I said that I expect us to get 4 points. No, we ended up with 4 points. We got a draw against Canada. We also got the 3 points against Honduras. And I mean, Honduras has been arguably the worst team in CONCACAF throughout this phase. And that is part of the reason why they have now sacked their coach as well. It was known even before the match was played that this coach was totally gone, right? So, with that in mind, a lot of people are actually celebrating the victory. A lot of people are saying tactical masterclass by Tapa. And I mean, we always give coaches a stick when they don't perform. So when the coach set up the team and the team goes out and don't play good, and when they lose, coaches get the blame. So I mean, they went out there, they executed whatever the coach told them, and they got a win. Some people, when they saw the starting lineup initially, they thought that, hey, just another game that Jamaica is just going to do the regular thing of just sitting back and hoping that they could actually get a goal. But I mean, the pressing game was good. O'Neal Fisher had a good game, and I mean, he didn't really play as a right back, and I hope that Tapa has seen that. No, another thing that I've also want to touch on is that remember that Monday when we were doing the podcast, I said it on here that listen, Javon Watson is going to play again. And then take me to the task and say over who, over that, and what have you not. Once again, it proved that Javon Watson is a key cog in Papa Whitmore's wheel. And I mean, he never put a foot, but he played as a centre back basically, and they did well. Now, the man of the moment, Anthony Grant. Since this man has been in Jamaica setup, Jamaica has really played badly in terms of picking up and hell or things like those. They haven't. So we have to give them some props there again. Anthony Grant shields that back three or back four properly. And as I said, they played good together as a unit. And Kemar Roof, who I asked on the last podcast that if he has had a better, in terms of a better senior career for Jamaica than Leon Bailey. Some people said yes, some people said no. But he proved it tonight by tapping off it with a goal. And it was a well-taken goal. But that second goal was everything, man. The entire build-up play and all of that, it was a good goal. And good win for Jamaica. They're now on 5 points and now in seventh place. And I mean, they only can get upwards from here and in. They have to just win whatever match is in front of them. The next window is in November. So they just have to look forward to that. Will they continue with Tapa? We don't know. I see Shefton in the comment section. Big up yourself, Shefton. Shefton saying that bring up the comment. He's saying that Tapa is the man of the match. He rise to the occasion under fire. And I also see Pepe Paul in the comment section. Big up yourself, Pepe. Now I'm going to bring on Chris. Chris. Chris, well done, man. Muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm here, trying to take in all of what I saw today. I'm not gonna lie, this has been Tapa's best coached game since his second stint with the Reggae Boys. That's for sure. One thing I actually liked Levon, and I hope that you saw it in the game. He pushed Fisher to somewhat of a midfield role and kind of dropped back Haka a little bit.
Yeah, man, I said it, man.
Deep. So, but that goal, that second goal, as you said, was everything. The time, the build-up was good. And that change that he made to bring on Andre Gray proved very, very important because Andre Gray was the one that fought for the ball, held up the ball, realized that O'Neal Fisher was there, but all credit to O'Neal Fisher to take his time on the ball. He realized that some Hondurans were coming and defending, but Maldonado, the defender for Honduras, gave O'Neal Fisher way too much time, but we'll take it. It was a very well taken goal, but
Really,
actually,
hold on, Chris. It's not really business if they want to give too much time.
no, that's why I said that is I'm giving the reason as to why O'Neal Fisher scored. Maldonado gave him a lot of time on the ball, and he was able to set himself and had that right-footed curling effort past the goalkeeper. So I will take it. This has been their best performance of 2021, but this is Tapa's best coached performance since his second stint, that's for sure.
I agree with that because he actually made some substitution that made sense and
change his tactics within the game as well.
Bossman have been calling ages for Javin Brown to get a game. Now you see the importance of Javin Brown and what this man can bring to the team.
What importance you see of Javin Brown? Man, stop the foolishness, yeah. What importance?
You stop the foolishness. If you
what special did you go on under?
No, honestly, like what I'm going to do so special where you get type of props for.
What do you mean by?
Cut this mediocre.
He affected the game and he held his own. Remember, Javin Brown playing where he played that alone.
Thames, do not criticize this boy because he's a KC man. Hold on, Kems. Javin Brown is better defensively than Alvas Powell. That is one for sure. He has been holding his own. Hold on, Kems, because you make this big assumption that Javin Brown, you're talking about mediocre. There's no way that you can say that Javin Brown doesn't deserve to be in this team.
Who said that? Who said that? I am saying
you said that Javin. You talk about mediocre when Levon was mentioning Javin Brown. That's what you said, which means that he doesn't deserve to be in the team.
All right, I didn't. Come on, don't. If you want some clarification, all you have to do is don't assume.
So if you say a player, do you want a mediocre player in your team, Kems?
Chris, give me a talk now. You can't remember talk? Because you can continue to answer for me. Give me a talk, man. What I am saying is that Levon is lamenting that, I've been crying for Javin Brown to get a game and finally he got a chance and we see what he could do.
No. Levon is not crying. Don't do that.
Well, whatever it is, whatever you want to use, what did he do? What did he do so special that this show that he should have gotten a game a long time ago? Absolutely nothing. I'm not saying the man is a mediocre player, but this performance from come do. I don't know, great, I don't know, spectacular. Why are we?
No, Kems. You're the one that are sensationalizing what I said. At no point in time I said it was a great performance. At no point.
All right, he came on and he held his own. He didn't do anything spectacular. So I don't see anything. To be honest with you, I don't see anything to be raving about. Him come on and he hold his own. That's it. Full stop.
But let me talk about this game. I don't even know what Chris said, but let me talk about this game. When you talk about O'Neal Fisher was the best player on the field today. I don't care what nobody wants to say. Shamar Nicholson, bug. That man, bug. That man not have no fight in him. That man not have no strike in him. Absolute bug. And I agree with Chris when Chris said that Tapper made. We never know the Tapper could have made them change it. When I see Javin Brown coming on, I swear Fisher the man to take off. I swear to you. I said, Jesus Christ. Whenever I see the man take off Nicholson, I was like, yes, because Nicholson had not now game. Junior Fleming was upset that he got taken off. I'm surprised how Junior Fleming
Fleming should have got a hat trick. That I went for upset about.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
I don't know how the man survived 75 minutes on the field. I do not know how. Damian Lowe, let me tell you. I'm not saying I'm Jamaica's best defender, but that man makes some mistakes, the brother, where I can't comprehend for a man who can really defend so well, or him can make some simple mistakes. The one where him get where he might try head, I don't know what that he might try do. The other one, The other one when I think the player go around him again and then him have to dive and make the last stitch tackle. I don't know him do this so. That brother there for Honduras named Ellis. The man drive taxi. That him there do. He might drive taxi all game. All game he was attacking down that right hand side. But I must say, I told you people to go and bet on Jamaica because just bet, any bet, round bet, side bet was disrespecting Jamaica, giving Jamaica $4 and $5 odds. And today I am here to announce that I am now a millionaire because of Jamaica. Thank you.
You're what? Whenever I hear that, repeat again.
It's all right. You can play about
in US or Jamaican currencies.
The most currency, brother. Okay, that US currency.
Why did I
play brother?
Huh?
Why you try to play smart games? Why you just simply tell we are going, man?
Nah, I'm telling you.
Two food is chopping now.
No man, the USA and the Canada food, the one there just a little bit of chop. But Jamaica one.
All right, boss. All right, guys, you can go ahead and call in and leave your views, because we accept all calls because we know that Jamaicans love to jump on wagons, especially when teams are winning. So you can call in, man, and leave your thoughts. Ryan, no, what you have to say about the game?
I am not going to get carried away because we made a lot of mistakes as much as we played well in some parts. So I won't get carried away by this game. The defense was bad. I could get that out anyway. Apart from Mariappa and Fisher and the goalkeeper, we were bad defensively. The midfield was okay. Front line, nothing spectacular from the front line. Junior Flemings just wants to kick the ball, just see ball and kick ball. He doesn't have no direction in terms of his kicking. He could have easily gotten a hat-trick. Not even so far. He could have easily scored one goal if he was kicking with sense. Because that one that Wolf gave him should have been buried. No, that him have no reason to not score that goal. The other two, fine, we can see with that. You kick them and target the goalkeeper, save them. But that one, you have no excuse not to score that one. Apart from Roof, he was the only one who started in the front line that I will give any bit of credit. As I say, I won't get carried away by it because there were a lot of mistakes. The first half we should have been out of sight. The second half we somehow decided to come out and sit back for like 20-25 minutes of that. And I don't know why we did that, but we were all over them in the first half. So I think in the second half we should have not tried to sit back on the one goal, but somehow Tapa managed to make some good changes, push Fisher up further. Andre Gray has very good hold of play. If it was Boza, that goal on the score, that hold of play on happen. Andre Gray did what he was sent on to do. He held on to the ball, he brought somebody else into the play, and he created an assist. That was a good finish by Fisher, by the way.
No, go ahead. No.
I'm saying it was a peach.
Yeah, man, a very good finish. Very good. That is what Junior Fleming should have done with the one that Roof gave him.
Chris can
in the corner.
Chris can tell you as some of the Georgian blood in that. That's all St. George's.
Which is right.
That's all Neverville coaching, Neverville teachings.
A lot of people don't understand, Ryan, that at some point in Money Cup games, and Kems can also attest to it, that there's sometimes that O'Neill Fisher actually goes further, in that Money Cup team.
Yes, man. Yes.
So they knew how good he was.
Let's be frank, though. If you're playing right back, you're supposed to can go further. You're supposed to can kick shot after goal. So I would expect my right back to can go up and can shoot a good shot at the goal. That is what modern right backs are supposed to.
Yeah, but remember,
I get what you're saying. That he played further up because he has the ability to, and he proved it tonight in terms of that shot that he took and scored. I don't think any of our other right backs could score such a goal based on what I have seen of them. So that was a good.
Alba scored from Paul Bogle days.
That was a good.
Please don't.
That was a
Please.
good thing.
Levon,
But as I say, I want us to. The next window is where we need to do better. We need to get at least 4 points out of those 2 games. The next window and put ourselves on the table because the mistakes that we'll make today not going to fly against USA in the next window. That's not going to happen. So we need to get. I hope this is taxes and load bad games.
And then El Salvador in the next match.
Huh?
El Salvador.
No, I said the next window.
Oh, the window.
Yeah, man. We have USA the next window as well, which is why I spoke of them in terms of they have the quality to punish those mistakes as opposed to El Salvador. So yeah, we need to move. We need to just move and fix it, and then the next window we try and get 4 points from those 2 games at least.
So I disagree with Ryan at a particular point. Ryan is saying that he's not getting carried away. I'm not sure what he means by carried away, but I believe tonight is a night where no matter how we want to feel about the performance itself, I believe tonight is a night Jamaicans can feel good about themselves. You know, Jamaica.
Oh no, I feel good enough. I'm just not.
Okay.
Yeah, you know?
Because I see so obviously you see some people I say really, but I believe tonight is a night Jamaican should feel good about themselves.
I won't be one of them who said I won't be one of them who said because the pitch bad and we used to it, that's why we win. I won't be one of those people.
All right, before I listen to any of you guys, hear what there's currently 25 people tuning into the stream. I checked it on YouTube just now and I just saw 6 likes. Don't do that. Give us all the likes, man. All 25 of you guys like the video. Remember that we need the likes, so like up the video, people. Let's elaborate a bit more. And Kems, you spoke about Fisher to an extent. Do you think that Fisher can actually play further up the field?
I know that I don't know if you remember but when the whole thing did go on and I said, boy, him sell out this a goal, that the goal, and so I actually said, I think Fisher should play further up because as Chris said, in the Manning Cup days, and I know this is not Manning Cup and so, but it's a fact that he has the versatility, he has the ability to do it, and you can see. I don't know if you see the man was running non-stop, full 90, him all over the field. When the pressing are going, him a press, and obviously we see him quality, with scoring goals and so. So I definitely believe.
There's a difference in doing it in an impact situation than doing it consistently.
All right, so I have a call online. Penny, go through.
Big up. Chris, Games. Every time the man them play a game, if the man them win, complain, somehow losers, somehow bitter winners. And when the team win, the man them have some negativity. So they just have to feel win tonight. I'm glad to we get that full of man. Sometimes we can't even score a goal and we score. And me hear man I do a complain. But if I want to place the goal and I watch the show with the man, I watch the game with the man, right so I'll hear the man them talk about this negative. We can't take negativity, brother. Glad for you win. And that me I say. So here right now, me don't want to Ryan the thing I talk one bag of this, that, and hateful talk. Just respect the top of win that game, brother. And we are going to win a couple more games. So we are going to beat who we can beat and who we cannot beat. We are going to lose to them and we are going to draw.
So, Penny, here we go, Penny. We still have Blizzy touch though, Penny. Tap out. Oh, you mean?
Who know put it?
Me, I go coach his side right now.
You are going to coach his side right now. You think you can do better than Tapa?
Me not ask, Christ.
Then why you never get picked up before?
JFF now look for me right now, man. That's a problem.
That's why you know Tapa not good when nobody never have no money, man. Or if I eat a little food, it doesn't make him eat him little food and loud the man.
All right, boss, man.
Some other people, when the people eat and the thing, man, no go still have to buy. We wish Tapa anything and Tapa anything. If we take a win, no man, if we just see how this round and thing work out, no man, and just.
I agree. I agree.
I want to run me a 5 phone for me. Now I go nowhere, you know.
Go on talk, man.
Me have to go for run, go away.
Finish.
Kems, how you feel about the win, Kems?
Feel good about the win, man. This is the first time I've come out openly and support, the Reggae Boys. Man, I tell you from about 2 p.m. say, I just feel that one. I feel say the Reggae Boys
Yeah,
will win that one.
yeah, we have somebody to feel.
Huh?
So we are going this.
Yeah, man, I just feel say, when you come on to, as I tell you before, probably not from but like from a totality standpoint, the man them a year what go on. The Javon Watson, Fisher, everybody really are here what go on, and them really did want to get a win, just for everybody confidence, just for the morale, because I believe like after the Canada game, I spoke to a player after the Canada game, and the man definitely say, him feel like them should have win that game, them feel like them dropped 2 points, so with the Honduras game, even from the first whistle, you see, it's just a different approach. What them have versus what them did have against the other team. So I feel really good about the win. I don't care if I want to tap her out, but tonight I'm going to celebrate. Tonight I'm going to be happy. I'm going to jump up and down. I'm going to celebrate my Georgians them.
You know win money, brother. Say no must happy.
And you eat a big food, so me I go send you my cash app tomorrow. You run that thing for me.
Yes. No man, don't send me a Zelle too, man. You cash up and your Zelle. Not only cash up, bossy. Both of them.
I so much money I go double down for anything, my boss. No, listen, man. The city that thing and the game, me no watch the game, but me never something I be watch the walk on some live stream thing and thing, and when me see Jamaica score one, me feel good. When them score two, me say me nah sleep tonight because I drink some rum and some Campari whole night and get drunk and go to trouble. God, I saw a thing go. And one Ryan, them say, Tapper, it look like a sour puss when it pull lips. But Ryan look like say he's not happy. Ryan look like he's sorry, say we win. I want to hear Ryan, man.
I listen to what you say. Me not woman for this. Me listen.
See Ryan look better. From Ryan company live stream, I know Ryan don't smile. And Ryan is a man.
So what me I do now, brother? You know what you are going to do.
All right, Paddy, let's say a word.
All right, man. Bless up on yourself, Chris, why do you think over you don't know.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
If you don't go over here, I bet 2,000 subscribers by next month. Shaki and the whole are coming to know, and I'm taking y'all internet, y'all electricity, y'all TV, and y'all phone. Y'all better jump on this. Support sports friends, y'all make it thing go global. You hear that? That they are telling you, and I beg me, demand that. You hear that?
All right, Penny, say no more, boss. All right, that was an interesting call from Penny. Penny, interesting as always. But Ryan, the man say need for approach your stream better than that, man. You can't just have your face look on the show like a please puss. Once you need for the better. But I must say though. Yeah, I know that we got the win, but when we look forward to everything now, right? Does this signifies Tapa should be staying on as the coach of the team, or do we move on from here?
Well, he's by himself sometime.
All right, exactly. Definitely by himself sometime, and
until the next window.
If you remember the podcast that we had when we said what the minimum amount of points we're willing to accept from Tapa. Must say 4. Must say 4 points at the minimum we can get, so we can say, all right then. We can move it to the next window and then see what go on. And him get the 4 points, and as Chris as Levon say, like this game, we never see Tapa tactical yet, but this game, I don't know if a Paul Hall, I don't know who I help him, but this game, like the changes that he made, and the Andre Gray change was brilliant because Andre Gray come on and him do more in a 5 minutes than a man doing a 75 minutes. So I just think that Tapa is El Salvador the next game, Levon?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Man.
We're gonna win that one there too. So then he's gonna buy himself even some more time after that. So
well. That's if he's still in the job, because I hear some local news floating around that whether he won this game or lost this game, he would have been a goner.
Because they said that report was saying that he needed at least 5 points in this window to go. He has 4. So that's the reason why. But the reason why I say still that Tapa needs to move on is the fact that it should not take you being under pressure so much for you to produce a tactical result. You're a coach, you need to make the right changes from the get-go, and he was not doing that. And we spoke a lot about, and I'm sure you guys spoke a lot about, especially that Panama game, where he's constantly playing players out of position at times, and you're not getting the best out of them. And it should not have taken you being under pressure because if he did not get a win today, I am more than sure that tomorrow morning he would not have a job. And Chris, be reminded that the last time he went to Honduras, the next time he was sacked because he lost 2-0 to Honduras in 2013. So he needed a win in this game. And as you seconds before you jump in, he's buying himself some time. I just believe that it should not take him to be under this much pressure to produce this tactical. Because, like I said, Kems, this is his best tactical game he's had since his second stint here at the Reggae Boyz. His best.
So, let me ask you a question, Chris, right? Tapa is Jamaican, right? Right?
That's
rhetorical question.
I know
Jamaican,
right? I know it's rhetorical.
Yeah, so he's Jamaican. And which don't you believe? You can tell me yes or no or whatever and give explanation. But I believe, me personally believe that Jamaicans on a whole, not only Tapa, not only in the coaching, I just believe they perform at a higher level when under pressure.
So always a Jamaican then comes.
With a joke. But so that way you say, boy, it shouldn't take that to be under pressure. I believe Tapa was also very comfortable at a point. I think he was very comfortable. I still think because even and I try to read into how he is on the sidelines, because if you know the 2 goals they must score, I'll know him not celebrating. I'll know him not jump up. Very stoic. I don't know if him say Jano Star as level. I don't know if them already tell him say, guess what? No matter what happened in this game, we'll ask you for 5 points and only 4 maximum you can come up with, so you're gone either way. I don't know if it's that or if him just want to give off a business as usual persona.
Yeah, but Tapa normally celebrate goals.
No.
Him not normally put on a little smile, a little smirk. None of that.
The man is like, remember Del Basque? Del Basque will never smile to Spain. That is Tapa's expression.
Oh man, me not go Del Basque, brother. You know me, I go Hansi Flick. That man a beat upside, I'll hate to and all the thing that man do like so. Never pleased. So I can't say fault him still going now. Because if you look at it, you know that you're desperate right now. Getting a 3 points, that would be like, hey, that's a pat on the shoulder, move on. Because we still have way more things to achieve and way more other things to look forward to. So getting a little one victory here, you might say, okay, yeah, we get the victory, but it's no time to get serious. Yeah, move on. Time to look upwards. Because as I said, results actually worked in Jamaica's favor today. Panama being beaten up 4-1 by Canada. They should be happy for that. You know why? I see US, Mexico, and Canada as 3 shoo-in for our World Cup,
And we need Mexico to beat El Salvador so we can go 6.
That is what I need.
By at least 2 goals.
Yeah. So when we look at that, right? You have to just factor in those things and say the man know that we have more important things ahead. So he not gonna really get too hyper overreactive about this, and
yeah, but the thing is, why and the reason why I disagree with Kems is because some of the mistakes that Tapa makes, like playing Ravel Morrison as CDM along with Daniel Johnson, and those kind of mistakes, they're not mistakes that coaches make, and you should be able when a game is not going your way, a good coach has plans A, B, C, straight through to Z. A great coach has plans from A to Z. A good coach at least have plans from A to J. Because you need to know, you need to understand that when your original tactics don't go the way you want it to go, how are you going to change it in the middle of a game for it to go in your favor, for the momentum to switch into your favor? That is what makes you a decent coach. Tapa has not displayed that. And that is the reason why I say that it should not take you to be under this much pressure for you to have a good tactical game. It shouldn't. And that is my take on the whole thing. That is why I say Tapa still needs to go. Because when you're buying yourself some time, Levon and Ryan, buy yourself time, buy yourself time. When you get under pressure again, what are you going to really do to really seal it? Because a lot of persons are saying that this is our golden generation. A lot of people say, a lot of pundits say that this is our golden generation. What are we going to do to really reiterate or seal that this is our golden generation? Because we cannot be doing this. We should not be putting ourselves under added pressure, because we need to understand that we have the players to do it. We know we can, but the coach is not putting the players in the right position, one, and is not able to tactically change the game while the game is going on.
So I have a call online. A shrimp boss. Go ahead, man.
Alright, so you might take my different together. Yeah, the professional coach and the international coach too, yeah. You know, so you're gonna get plugged to. He's gonna bring in results and everything. Really think the man to look on the point of view of the JSS team, because everybody at the JSS team right now are at the same way, at the same problem, and probably some of them not even go have the temperament to deal with this thing I like how Tapa deal with it. Let me give you some examples from that example. Antonio come at the other day, and we did a course Antonio, and I said, Jano, I want you to go out of the youth, because I look like the youth. Look like him loyal to the country and everything there. Then afterwards, the JFF come put out a thing, and I said, boy, them apologize, but I feel them miscommunication caused that. See? Alright, that's one thing to look at. Separate and apart from that, now, next thing I'm look at is the availability of the players then. Because really and truly, this is one of the first World Cup campaign because of the pandemic, the whole pandemic and the whole thing was going. And one of the first campaign we have, but we don't really have the players that might play and gel together. The roof allude to it, the Canada man said, boy, one of the things is that he can really play with the side, and it's different from a club setup where you have international ballers that come from East, West, North and South, and them to play together, and them have the chemistry there. The team what the man have right now, the man I go through the second, the man I go to the second round. And the first, I see the man go probably have a chance. Now the time JSS can put together some money, say have a training camp where the youth can come together and continue the chemistry of the man. Separate and apart from that, the next thing I look for again is the whole controversy where surround the players them. The players them never really have a problem with more. The players them really have a problem with the JSF, and the players them get so much money where if the money them get can motivate them, playing for them country can motivate them, and reaching the World Cup can motivate them enough so when them on the field for 90 minutes as professionals really clear them out and do what they need to do.
Alright, Carl, let me ask you one question though.
Yeah.
Alright, are you actually impressed by the play from Tapa in terms of his style of play and everything that you have seen from him so far as a coach?
No, because I'm going to tell you, that's why the first thing you allude to, I say, PSF, bonify, you can not come up if you put in a next coach with the same structure and administration, how the administration are going, and the same problem that go coming up, but he only answer to that. You're right. Okay, so I agree agree with it 100% because really and truly, it look like him have a system where I work with. Where any player coming to the team, them know say other system their work. I think I did Butler, although I'm not 200 Butler, but the rate when I say with a partner, when you have a system, no matter who come in, you have a system, right? So I go agree with you on a part there where I said, boy, if me really agree or whatever the word is to say, yeah, me agree or me like what I'm doing so far. No. I never expect a win against US. I never expect a win against Mexico. Bonafide, they tell the truth. So to me, it really and truly dropped points with Panama, it dropped points with Canada at home.
Costa Rica too.
Yeah, them two there, and the Costa Rica match, I think it could have been better with the Costa Rica match. So all in all, if him out, me not go say, boy, them should take him out. But my real point is how this administration are going. If the next 6 matches come, then can put together something where then youth can come in, come do some training camps and get to build a chemistry there and build a vibe there. And the same thing gonna happen again. Trust me, I tell them, G.
Alright, I'm calling. Alright. Bless up yourself in the boss and ensure say subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Right, I know I'm gonna do it right, I know from the channel.
Respect for the support, fam.
Every time, yeah?
Yeah, man. Stephen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. What's your thought on the game itself? The caller spoke about some things that I'm going to touch on afterwards, but I want to get your thoughts on the game itself first.
Yeah, man. Good night, everyone. I saw a team tonight that was willing to fight, and Tapa made an interesting selection. He played O'Neal Fisher in midfield, and you what he wanted to do. You could see that he wanted to press from the front to try and ball back, and I saw some form of identity. Yes, from that midfield creativity, but I actually saw Speedy Williams try to make a couple passes tonight to split the back line, which really we don't see from him. You know, so I thought all in all it was a good game, but it's because it's Honduras to play. Although we have not gotten points there regularly, but there are some chances that they got in the game. If it was probably Canada or US, would have been saying something different tonight. So I think tactically, Tapa is no clap, but you could see what he was trying to do. And for that, I must give him credit, and I'm happy we got the win tonight. You could see some form of identity. Press, win the ball back, be decisive, and take the chances, and the plan worked perfectly. Happy to get the 3 points tonight.
Okay. Ryan, the caller spoke about continuity in the team, that they don't get enough time together. The JFF should sort out some monetary funds so they can probably have a couple of camps together and things like those. You think that would have helped in any sense with Tapa? Because again, as we pointed out, you don't see any system whatsoever on the Tapa. Even though people saying that long ball is a particular style of play, would you say that would have helped?
How many international teams get that opportunity to have training camps and so forth? And when are you going to have that? Because it can't be during the club window, because everybody have to be playing club football come weekend. So how do you go about doing that? I don't know. I can understand that maybe you can have some local players who may not be playing. I mean, the season is done now, so you can have those players maybe in a camp or something to that extent. But for the ones that are playing club football now, it's inconceivable to have them in a camp, and especially the fact that they are the ones who will be representing the country for the most part. Maybe man like Topi and so forth who are in the squad, or local players who are in the squad, maybe you can look at those ones, but I don't see it work out otherwise.
Okay. Here's Elton saying that Golden Generation plays together from juniors coming up to seniors. They play together and know each other. J team has never played their best 11. How can we be a Golden Generation? I agree with that.
Put name on paper and say Golden Generation. It has to be a system, and
True.
All of what you say.
But listen, Ryan, listen what's the problem. I'm going to let Chris chime in on this. You know what's Jamaica's problem? Jamaica's problem is that they're trying to sort out the roof, not pun intended, not talking about the player. They're trying to sort out the roof and not building the foundation. At some point, if you try to sort out the roof, and leave the foundation, it's just going to come and just drop right down.
But Levon, remember I said to you that after the Windrush generation, grandchildren them get old, where are we going to get more English players from to choose from?
So you understand where I'm coming from.
Exactly. This is the last of the bulk of English players, that we can choose from, because and it's not like we have a lot of people going England again. So when and it's up to grandparents you can choose from. So when this generation goes, we are going to have not much as we do now. Yes, there will still be players, but not much as we do now to choose from in terms of those who are qualified. So we need to look at fixing our thing. So if it is that we have to go to England, any at all, is we maybe don't need more than 3 players at the most. So we need to look at the long-term aspect of it and say, okay, come the next 10, 15 years, we can get this bag of 10, 12 English players to choose from. We maybe only have 3 or 5 with quality that we can get. So make us fix our thing. And then, if anything, we can look at getting those 3 players.
So, as I was saying, Chris, what I'm getting at is that you look at the junior teams come right up. You haven't seen any sort of development that you could actually say, yes, at least we see where they're trying to build these youngsters and trying to have as I said, a foundation to actually propel us on. And Ryan alluded to it, Ryan said it in his prelude that, hear what? After this particular amount of English players is gone, where are they going to look to next? They have to just jump back right to what is happening right now, Craig Butler. Because Craig Butler is really the one that has been pushing the Jamaican talents in Europe. Yes, I might have other agents here and there that has been getting in some, but what we're saying is that we don't want to just have our local program and turn a blank eye on it. We don't want to just don't pay attention to it, because eventually, if you don't, you're going to face the consequences later on, and you're not going to have any player whatsoever that you could possibly call upon that could actually do a job for the team. So, Chris, what do you say?
I agree. We need to develop our program here so we don't have to be sourcing the Jamaicans, the English-based players every single minute. When we look at a lot of talents within different countries, those are homegrown talents. If you want to go to CONCACAF, Mexico has great players, on his good day. Raul Jimenez is a very good striker. We know his talent. He's a homegrown player. Everybody considers Christian Pulisic to be the best American player. He's a homegrown player. So we need to develop. And one thing that I loved that the league did this year was included a lot of youth. They did a lot of youth inclusions this year. We saw a lot of them coming out. Dwayne Busy Atkinson, of course. You had Ronaldo Webster. You had Krista J. Daly from Harborview, Akwasa Chung. A Johnny Talbot from Harborview as well. He's still in his 20s. I think he's about he's 23 years old.
Currently on loan at a club in Portugal.
Right.
Even though it's way down in the 3rd division.
And European football, we just this is why a lot of people really want Craig Butler in this setup, because he's pushing for these youths to learn the European style of football, which can help us in the long run. But like I said, I love the inclusion of a lot of youths this season. Even Shaquille Bradford as well. Rohan Beadle. I can go on and on and on.
You're forgetting the youth from one place and come on.
Devontae Campbell. How could I forget him? How could I forget him?
Isn't it mostly Cavalier and Mount Pleasant? But
Harborview did it a lot this season.
Here's the thing. We expected Cavalier to to put out youth because that is what they've been doing. That's their identity. That's what they've been doing. What I loved about the league this season, Ryan, is the vast inclusion from other teams. Because I have listed out Devontae Campbell from Mount Pleasant, Krista J. Daly from Harborview, Ajani Taba from Harborview, you know,
I don't consider 23
from Arnett Gardens.
Orlando, Chris. 23 in football right now, a big man still doing them. I really consider Ajani as a youth no more now.
No, but when we're looking
Ajani, look, Chris, what I'm saying is that Ajani has been playing at this level for the past probably 3 to 4 seasons now, so I wouldn't really count him in that mix.
No, but when all right, so let's look at it from our perspective. Every minute, a one bagger old man, we always some 30-odd-year-old, some mid-30s, sometimes close to 40s, we're putting out. This is what I'm talking about, especially in our local league, Levon. Because remember, as persons know, as you know, I'm a commentator for this league for the past 3 years. I'll be a 30-odd, mid-30s, 40-year-old man still a playing the local league.
It's not like you're throwing for Humble Lion still,
No. I'm not doing that, It's not just Humble Lion alone, It has happened
with was one of them too.
It has happened with a lot of these teams in the local league. That is why I really enjoyed. And when you look at it, Lavon, we've seen much better football this season too. They have been much better playing football this season. And a lot of these good playing football comes through the youth. And that is what I love about this season. We have to make sure we develop these youngsters in Jamaica because we have some good youngsters and we don't want to be fetching every minute. We have fetch players from all over England and what have you too, but we have some good players right here. They need to look at it because trust me, if we develop these players in the right way, Levon, oh gosh, man, we talk about the golden generation playing together from juniors up. We trust me, I can't stress it enough that we need to develop these youths because you have some very good youngsters in the island playing some good football.
All right, so I'm just going to go through a few of these comments. So here's Kristen saying that it won't die out. Multiplication happening, Ryan. You're right, though. We need to develop Jamaica.
What does multiplication part mean?
Chris, elaborate on that. No,
because remember, it's only up to grandparents you can go enough, and most of these players are grandparents or their relatives, not parents.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're correct. Grandparents is the most you can is the limit you stop at in terms of getting into
Jamaica.
Even
if they have Jamaican heritage and it's them great grandparents that not qualified.
If it's great grandparents, no, they don't qualify. But if it's grandparents and
the
parents,
multiplication really don't help if that's what he's referring to.
All right, yes, also Anthony Aarons. Go ahead, Chris.
I guess what he means is that multiplication in terms of you have a player, they multiply, their child can go. I guess that is the cycle that he's talking about. But I understand what he's saying to an extent. But I mean, come on, we act as if we don't have good Jamaican players. When I talk about players we have the heritage, we have some good, decent Jamaican born and bred players down here that were not. And it took an amazing finals from Jaden White for him to get a looking over a Humble Lion goalkeeper. Humble Lion, it took an amazing. I told somebody that, listen, if it goes to penalty, Cavaliers beating Waterhouse, no doubt about it. And it took.
Who is Humble Lion keeper again?
Dennis Taylor.
How old is he?
26, 27, I think. Thereabouts.
Oh, okay.
27.
Right?
Or wasn't White added in late because they were saying that he is more match sharp or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes, and one of the reasons why they added him as well was because he had an amazing season. He was.
I don't buy that.
Levon, I am telling you that Jaden White had a very good season, especially in the playoffs. He had an excellent playoffs.
Hold on, man. Don't you think I've been following it up? It's not because of that. I don't want nobody tell me any crap. Rudolph Speed had something to do with this. You can't tell me that you're going to call up what's his name? Dennis Taylor. And basically Dennis Taylor was there and he was out of action for what? Basically around under less than a month. Right? You're going to tell me that you're going to call up Jaden Taylor because because he's more match fit. It's not a case as if he's going to play because he's third choice. Look at it.
No, but remember, when you're picking a squad, you have to pick everybody with intention to play.
You can pick all of them with intention to play, but Ryan, look now. You have
because you have training session and those things. Anything can happen, and I'm man of
he's not going to play either way. That's what I'm saying.
Ryan, that is how Marcus Rashford got his look in as a Manchester United player. Because Martial was injured during
everybody the world
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Exactly. So
JD won't get any game time. It doesn't matter how you want to put it.
Levon, let me ask you this question. If you saw how Jaden White was playing throughout the season and how he was playing throughout the playoffs, because I can guarantee you, out of the 6 teams that played in the playoffs, Jaden White was by far one of the best goalkeepers in the playoffs from Waterhouse straight down to Harbourview. That is a fact. So you're telling me that
I'm not going to disagree with that.
An amazing playoffs.
When he came onto the playoffs,
amazing final, stopped 2 penalties, right? You're going to tell me that you wouldn't take out Dennis Taylor and put in Jaden White?
No, I'm not taking him out. I already selected the squad. All right, so you're telling me that I call you up into the squad already, right? And then because a man around there is probably doing something, I'm going to drop it from the squad, knowing that because Manningsman came on the show and explained, that they had it in mind that they were going to take a keen look at the Jamaica Premier League final and select a few players from that, right? So if they had that in mind, why did they brought Dennis Taylor into the team with them knowing that they have the intention of bringing in Jaden White? Don't do that, man. That's a big disrespect to the player himself.
I've never seen that happen before, though. Where a player gets and they get removed, if not for injury.
I don't agree that's Roddy Speed, though. Because Roddy Speed alone, some of the players wouldn't be in the squad. You have young, fresh talents at Cavalier. Why would he wait until the final to put in these guys? If it was Roddy Speed, why weren't these guys in before? If Roddy Speed is
he can push everybody. Come on, Stephen. You're going down a far different route now. He can't push everybody.
He's saying that he would have pushed these persons to be included earlier in the selection. Why didn't he do that if Rudolph Speed had something to do with it? Which makes some sense, Levon, because I would push if Rudolph Speed had something to do with it, he would have pushed those players earlier in the selection process. It would not have been this late for persons to include a man like Jaden White and Jamai Tope, who Jamai Tope was. If it was not for Jaden White stopping those 2 penalties, Jamai Tope would have won player of the game for that final. Was a very imposing player in that back line.
I disagree. He was average in that final.
Yeah, you can't say what you
I don't know what game you saw. I don't know what game you saw, but he looked very average in that game, and you could saw that he wasn't fit in that game either. But here's Anthony Henry asking that for Jamaica football to thrive from grassroots up, wouldn't this have to compromise Manning Cup? Let me point out to you quickly, though, Anthony Henry, that Manning Cup champs and all those things, they are glorified PE.
I agree.
They are PE.
I agree. You don't matriculate well from those things. So.
But today,
3 months. Manning Cup is what? 3-4 months, and then no more football. No, you need football is an all year round game. You need to be in a camp or something consistent then.
What say you, Stephen?
I think we need to employ the Craig Butler model that he has been asking for. Probably he might not be the one to implement the system because they know how to run. Pardon?
Yeah, I remember when Burrell was the president. There was all this talk about academy and all of those things, and we're going to build one in the east, one in the central, and one in Kingston area. And
yeah, I heard about it. Yes.
Nothing.
All right, well, hold on, Ryan. You know what just came to me? Mount Pleasant Academy. I don't know if they would allow Jamaica to use their facilities, but Mount Pleasant Academy has a system where they have boys going to school. I personally know a youngster that goes there, talented from about 11, 12, him gone. And we have youngsters there. I don't know if they'll allow us, but we could merge up with the Craig Butler system where they could say, look, what he said, Bibi Gardner working with wing backs, Pepe working with the centre halves, Anandi working with the strikers. From these boys are 13 and 14. And probably like Mount Pleasant has the infrastructure, probably even 3 or 4 camps for the year. And you have these 13 and 14-year-old boys play.
Mm.
You try the philosophy at under 15, you try it at under 20. You might get 3 and 4 loving up, but you're still trying to implement your thing until it's perfect. Until we reach the 2026 or 2030, where we can shut our eyes and know who is going to play, what formation, and who is going to play. Look at that 2020 Spain team. You could shut your eye and tell who is going to start, But those guys were playing together for years before, right? So I think we could probably try to use up the Mount Pleasant Academy resources. I don't know if they'd allow us
Attack
and
us.
have the system. Yeah, attack us and we use up the system that Craig Butler has been saying. Because if we don't do
Yeah,
that,
but
we're going to be
Everything
running
comes
to
in price,
England.
yeah, but
everything.
something else though. I remember when Renee Simoes was coach. I don't remember
Yeah.
who I heard refer to it recently that Renee would go to like clubs and say, "All right, I need a DM. Can you produce me that? That club can produce me that such a player.
Mhm.
Like with above you, they found him Bibi Gardner and so forth. So you need like certain clubs he would like go around and say, all right, I need a certain player for this position, and then him go to the clubs and say, all right, see if you can find one for me from
I think
produce one for me or something like that.
politics and
Huh?
ego won't allow that. No. Politics and
Mm.
ego won't allow that.
Yeah,
In
that's true.
2021,
Unfortunately.
that won't happen.
Unfortunately.
That won't happen.
All right, so here's Shamika saying that she agrees with Chris. She's saying that I agree with Chris. Great talent exists here. I always wonder what happened to many of the youth players that we hear so much about during schoolboy season.
No transition. There's no transition there.
Yeah, for 3 months when I'm gonna go.
After 3 months, like Ryan said, what are they going to do in terms of just keeping themselves fit and ready to go? It doesn't happen.
Here's Kevin Bernard saying that Shamika Jackson, we have good talent with potential, would not necessarily say great talent. They are somewhat overhyped and far from the finished product. We don't come on, Kevin. We don't expect these guys at the age of 17, 18, 19 to be finished product. Come on, man. He said they need to stay humble and focused.
But even Lavon, even the greatest of players, they weren't finished talents at 17, 18. So I'm not
Nobody is finished. Nobody is finished.
no
Nobody.
player was finished talent at 17, 18. So I'm still not understanding what he's saying. We just need to have development here in Jamaica, which we
Exactly.
don't have. The 3, 4 months after that, what are we doing to keep these youths fit and ready to go to matriculate into a system? We don't have that.
Mm-hmm. And before I move on, guys, remember, 21 of you currently viewing the stream. Remember to like the video and also subscribe if you haven't done so already, please. But here's Kevin Bernard again saying that yes, local clubs with youth academies is much better bet for development than schoolboy football, where the main interest is short-term victory. But I said that, and Ryan agreed that with it as well. That when you look at schoolboy football, it's just glorified PE. That's it. People put too much emphasis on it and not looking at the bigger picture. Because if we're actually looking at that, so much emphasis
Brethren,
would be
when
on
you're
it.
17 and 18, you're supposed to play club football.
I
Where you're
agree.
talking about you play school glory.
Look at Lamar
Doesn't
Walker.
Go
Went
play
back to
club
Clarendon
football.
College. Lamar Walker went back to Clarendon College at 19.
Foolishness.
what
19 is
ends up,
supposed to start your club.
But
yeah,
here's
because go ahead, Chris.
so here's the reason why champs, I do think yes, it is some glorified PE to be honest. But the reason why it is better for track and field than football is because there are a lot of events all around that you can say. Because leading up to champs, there are a lot of events, a lot of track events, a lot of track events leading up to champs. That's the reason why you can bet more on track and field than football. Before, you barely, no, I'm not saying that it isn't, I'm saying the reason why you can more bet on track and field than football. With football, you barely have preseason, sometimes not even any, leading into that. And after that, what are we doing to sharpen the tools of these players? Now, if we were developing a man like Lamar Walker, who everybody glorified at Clarendon College as a very good midfielder, can you imagine how great he would have been up until this time there was proper development? It's crazy, man. It's really crazy.
Here's Kissing us saying that this win will cost us the World Cup because it will give Tapa more time. How do you guys respond to that?
We've been saying it already. It's gonna buy more time.
Well, that's crazy. Yes, Elton was saying that Issa have the money, except for Harborview, Portmore, Cavaliers, and a few others. Most local clubs are broke and can't run a youth program. Any comment?
That's why I said with the JFF, but then again, they don't have no vision. But anyway, I'm saying the JFF could talk to Mount Pleasant Academy and you get these youngsters in a system 3 to 4 times a year. But no vision and
Stephen, unity is not there.
If the man them can't go up and bus properly, is that them going to?
Unity is not there within our local football fraternity, which is very sad.
Not just unity alone, you don't have the right people in the right positions.
And then
we just have some people in some positions.
And then we're talking about not having the money. I have gone to a lot of stadiums for these local clubs. I've been to all stadiums for these clubs across Jamaica. A lot of these children would play without getting a cent, just to train on the field, just to sharpen their skills. Sometimes they don't care if they're getting anything. They don't care. They want to know that they're playing football. A lot of them do it, Sometimes starting these youngsters in just takes you to go and say, listen, we might not have the resources, but we can, the coins them what we are used for the big money, make we use it for the youngsters them and kick some ball. Make we teach them how to pass the ball from early. A lot of these people talking about money. Sometimes you don't even need money for these academies because these children are willing to just kick the ball even without receiving an incentive.
But we keep on talking about JFF being cash strapped and all of that. Is that case that they're cash strapped, or is because it's a corporate organization? We can't say that much. Could that be the case instead of we saying that they don't actually have any money?
I think they are cash strapped. However, when you're cash strapped, what put it this way: if 1 month you get your pay and it's short, you're gonna try to find creative ways to make it work, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for example, your pay got short for 6 months straight because of COVID. You're going to try to find creative ways to make it work. JFF know that them don't have the money for years to come, and they haven't been creative in doing anything. They just continue to waste more money. Oh, we don't have enough, so let's just waste some more. I don't know what kind of logic is that. JFF to defining the creative ways to make the scarce resources work and to stretch and work as best as possible.
I want to ask three of you guys this question. So, does the JFF have a YouTube channel?
Not that
No, not that.
All right, you know why I raised that? When you look at all the teams in world football that are currently doing great, for instance, the Germans of this world, the England, Spain, all these teams, right? You know that they have a YouTube channel, right? And you know what they do? If the senior team is not playing, they post about the youth teams. So here's Anthony Henry and Jeff Entertainment in the comment section actually saying
they do. Yeah, they do. It's called JFF Live, right?
How much subscribers they have? Check it, Chris, if you can tell me and tell
It's
me how
one thing
often
to
they
set up.
post
It's
that.
one thing to set up, and it's another thing to implement it.
13,200 subscribers. 13,200.
And not
And, in
like.
terms, and how often do they post?
The last time they posted was a year ago.
All right, I need not to say anymore or hear anymore because since
Uh,
then, I kid you not, they have played at least close to 10 games since then. Why not post about these games? Why not give people insights about these players and all of that? This is a way, when Ryan spoke about creative ways, this is a way of you trying to do things, trying
they
to make
don't
it.
Yeah, you
have
have to reach out. You have to reach out to the fans. And let's not even talk about the sales of the jerseys and the marketing of it.
Listen to me, Ryan. It's an arm and a leg to get them jersey there, you know. We can tell you that from now. Because some of the jerseys there were some 10,000, 11,000, sometimes 50,000. I'm like, everybody wants to support the team, right?
No, but I mean that's a going rate for jersey, because I buy a jersey for that. So I would buy a Jamaican jersey for that, provided I have the cash. But in terms of the marketing of it, and their social media presence is very lacking.
No, lacking. It's terrible. It's terrible. The only time they're posting Levon and Ryan and Steven is when they're playing a game. Apart from that, what are you posting to get the audience involved in Jamaican football? There's nothing there. So
Even on the Instagram page, right? Because I follow the Instagram. You know that otherwise when match is being played, all they do majority of the times is post about happy birthday to a past Reggae boy or a current Reggae boy. Those are the only things that I really see, You don't see them talking about the guys. All right, for instance, you have Bobby Reid, right? Playing with Fulham. Say Bobby Reid assist a goal or he scored a goal or something like that. Why can't you post up things like those on the page to keep fans in the know? Because it's not every fan that actually follow up these things closely, So why they don't try to do these things?
we never know. We never know.
They do one thing very well though, Levon. They get the 17 delegates to go abroad and to get nice hotels while we have a
70
short
plus
squad.
5.
Yes, while we have a short squad. They do that very well. Give their friends trips.
Exactly. And yes,
They do
Elton saying
very
that
well
the
with that.
marketing officer resigned this week. Think she was in the job few
She,
months.
yeah, she did. She did. She's the consultant now for the Reggae Boy. She's no longer the marketing officer. She's a consultant now.
So Chris, since as you have been a man that has gone around to all these grounds and all of that, and I wanted to speak specifically to what you see happening at a club like Mount Pleasant, like the overall infrastructure, and do you think that this is a module that could possibly work for Jamaica football?
I've been saying it. I've been saying it that Mount Pleasant is the most organized team in the local league. They might not be the most successful, of course, but I remember when they just got promoted, Lefon, and there was a swarm of players that went over to Mount Pleasant, and everybody was shocked, like, "Oh my gosh, why are they going over to Mount Pleasant?" Now, when I went to my first game that I did out of town, right, was at Mount Pleasant actually. My first game out of town for the Jamaica Premier League was actually at Draxall for Mount Pleasant. And when I saw what happened after the game, right, they were getting their pay, which is, I'm not going to reveal what it is because it's not my business to say.
Give us an idea, man.
I can't do that. I can't do that. You'd have to talk to Mr. Gould. You can't get me to do that. But it's decent. It's decent for them. Plus, you get incentive when them score. Plus, them get incentive when them get man of the match. And you see that they have an academy. Plus, we all know that they're building a new field for themselves. This is the type of structure that a club is supposed to run. This is the type of structure. And I keep on saying it to people. We need to take a stop. The technical director, the board, the exec board needs to go down to Draxall and look at how Mount Pleasant is running their club. Because if you are seeing a different revenue, did you know that Mount Pleasant has their own shop? Do you know that they sell their own jerseys? We don't see that. Like, and like I said, the exec needs to go down there, watch how them run them club, and see if we can model it, because quite frankly, they're doing something right there.
True. So I'm going to ask you this question again, Chris. So you're Shamika asking that other than getting these 3 points, what do you think this win will do for the players themselves, the coach, and JFF?
For the coach and the JFF, it's gonna buy them more time for people to not really cost them as much. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. This is just buying them more time. People are still gonna be critical of them, but what they should do, and I hope, and what I do hope that this win does for the players is motivate them to go on and be hungry and win these games, because they are away, I believe, to El Salvador in their next game. So they have to go for the jugular. I mean, one of the reasons, and
point out that remember the point that you're going to bring up, because currently Mexico are leading El Salvador 1-0 at halftime.
Yeah, they're leading 1-0 at halftime. Yes, the man Hector Moreno, an experienced man in the squad, Hector Moreno.
Carry on with the point.
Yeah, so this hopefully motivates the players, because I really hope it does, because this is our second game, because we can take a lot of positives from the last 2 games we've played. You know, both games, Lavon, we've not conceded a goal.
True.
So, and the previous 3 games, we've conceded at least once. Wait, what? Twice? Because we lost 2-1 to Mexico. We draw 1-1 with Costa Rica.
3-0 to Panama.
3-0 to Panama, and 2-0 to the United States. Only 1 game apart from this one where we did not concede more than 1 goal. And I think that they should use this to motivate themselves going forward. But trust me, for the coach and the JFF, it does buy them more time.
True. Any final thoughts on them, and any final thoughts from you about any particular topic that you want to touch on? It doesn't have to be sports related. I'm just going to give you a minute before I actually wrap up. So go ahead.
I'm actually happy with this win that we had today. This is our best game that we've played, of course, in getting a result since the window has started. I think that surprisingly that this game we will see, as we see El Salvador down to 10 men in their game with Mexico. I think that this might be the start of a little run from Kemar Roof. I think he was a little bit disappointed in the Canada game where he did not get the goal, and should have gotten the goal because he was basically unmarked for that header. And hopefully this
Roof actually over Jamaica going, because remember even the
game.
He did. Remember even the game that they played against Panama at Stadium. He should have scored in that game. The other games that followed, he got opportunities again that he should have scored. So I'm actually happy that he has finally scored a goal. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I am. You would want to hit the ground running for this one. I like hopefully he can continue this tactical game, because tonight I can't believe I'm saying this, but for the first time in this World Cup qualifying window, Levon, he outcoached somebody. Tapa Whitmore outcoached that Honduran coach today, even though I know that this is the last game that Honduran coach will probably be coaching, but he outcoached.
Wasn't it confirmed?
Yeah, he was basically confirmed. So he outcoached that coach today, and I hope that he can continue. And the Reggae boys, I've got to say, Kemar Roof, his last 2 games was very good. And I like the fact that he implored O'Neal Fisher in an advance role. I still have to talk about that goal, Levon. That was a very good decision from O'Neal Fisher. Didn't fire it one time, didn't even fire it the second. Dribbled the ball, carried it forward, waited, cut back on his right foot, and curl it past the goalkeeper. But that showed you that substitution that Tapa made, it made a difference for us. So I'm happy with the win. I don't even have to talk about anything outside of
Mhm.
that because that is the topic tonight, and I'm glad we got the win.
Okay. Your Sheldon Campbell saying that I'm still Tapper out. I think we have more quality than we are showing. Tapper and that Andrew and coach are the same. Not girl coach.
Well, one coach better today. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah, but personally for me, as I said, happy that they got the win, but I'm not going to get overly excited. And as I said, I still stand as Tapper out. Tapper must leave. But as the thumbnail says, Tapper say I'm not going anywhere. But we're just going to end the live by saying that thanks to all our viewers, all our commenters, first time subscribers, or regular subscribers. Thanks to all of you guys. You're the one that makes this possible. Thanks to Kim, who was here earlier on. Thanks to Ryan. Thanks to Stephen and Chris, who rode right through the show with me. Thanks again, Chris. And you know that you're welcome to the show at any point in time. I know that there's not no JPL going on right now, so I believe they can check you out on YouTube at Chris the Sports Guy on your channel. Don't know when last I did that video.
I actually did a video 2 weeks ago because I've been busy for the past couple weekends.
Okay.
I had a family emergency as well last week, so but I'll be starting it back up this weekend. So
Okay,
you
good.
guys can tune in for that.
Yeah, man. So people can go over on YouTube and check out Chris the Sports Guy. And as I said, big up to everybody. Big up to our producer Josh Cole makes possible. And again, thanks. Keep on liking the video. Keep on subscribing. That is what we want you guys to do. So keep on doing that. I will be back here tomorrow with another show. Until then, peace out. Enjoy the rest